As you can see here today, there's an extremely big turnout here today, and as it appears, the Garda seem to be stopping the protesters from breaking through the barriers here up onto Leinster House. Right behind me, there seems to be up to 100 Gardaí, and in front of me, they've brought out the Garda dogs. And behind them, there's another line of defence, and behind them again is the riot squad. It seems to be well prepared for any trouble that would come here today, but it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be very peaceful. It just seems to be overhand.
Coming from there, we come down here. We heard that it was kind of, there was a bit of tension, so we just came down to see what was happening.
Yeah, there seems to be a couple of surges every now and then.
Yeah,
here.
well, I suppose people are frustrated. That's where they elected the people,
exactly,
and they won't let them up beside it, which is ridiculous. It's like paying into a concert in Croke Park and be told you weren't allowed to leave the toilets and you have to stay in the dressing rooms.
Very good.
So there you go. A bit frustrated.
Thanks very much.
That they must listen, and they're going to listen, because we have one weapon that they don't have: national strike.
Do you think you got to express your voice today?
Oh yes, we did. Yes, over 100,000 people.
And what about Enda Kenny?
You know, to do
confident that this would be an entirely peaceful protest, and that's how it's happened. You know.
They said they only expected about 20,000-30,000 people to turn up here today. By the way they're cordoned off the roads, I think they were expecting a lot more. They were telling little porkies, as Vincent Brown would say.
Well, I haven't even heard the estimates yet, the official estimates of how many people were here, but it was a lot.
Well, I was talking to Lou Minklang, and he was talking to an independent. He says there was in excess of what turned up on October the 11th, which was well over 100,000.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
So
it's great.
Well, what do you think of the turnout here today?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. The government were praying this wouldn't happen, but it has happened. The people have come out with an unmistakable message in enormous numbers to say they are not going to be put off, they're not going to be fooled, they want these war charges scrapped, and now they want so much more. Well, I certainly hope parish punt politics is dead, because it has done such damage to Irish political life. And it encourages the worst type of corruption and cronyism, and I think what we're seeing today and what we've seen on the streets is a very different type of politics, which is about social solidarity and community and people sticking up for each other instead of trying to climb over one another for favours.
Are we going to have a big enough party to form our own government?
Well, I think that's the challenge for us now. We now have to build a programme that represents the aspirations of the people we've seen on the streets, and around that build a new political force that will sweep out the old politics and usher in the politics of a new republic.
Though we are to violence provoked, and consider your mandate revoked. For we are not willing to gift our children into debt slavery and sell their birthright, for we have the heart and bravery to rise for their sake, if not our own, and acknowledge this land does not belong to us alone. It is a passing gift, a conditional loan. The land, the air, the sea around it, that we must leave it better than we found it, that we must leave it better than we found it. We must not give up this close to the prize. Today, this government must fall, and Ireland will rise. Forced
emigration for yet another generation. We say it is forced because the banks, the markets, the bosses, the governments have made life and survival here so difficult that they've been forced out or beat down.
First of all, thank you for the invitation and bring your solidarity and support for the Greek water movement. I'm coming from Greece. Greece is the G from the word pigs. Portugal, Ireland, Greece, Spain. They call us pigs. They are the pigs. The banks and the corporations. In my country, 6,000 people suicided because of the debt. Thousands of people fell unconscious because of starvation in the schools. Who are the pigs? They are the pigs. The government, the banks, the corporations. I bring you the message of the win. We did a referendum there. 98.2% voted against the water privatization. And today, not only the government is watching you, somebody else is watching all of us. The corporates. The corporates is watching. We must send them the message that this is a war zone. Don't invest your money in Dublin. Don't invest your money in Ireland. You're gonna lose your money. Go away. Thank you very much.
It's from our house that we let people that don't have water come to the side of the house and fill up their containers with water. This is where you can go. This is very serious. This is where your country, this is what can happen to Dublin. You don't want this to happen to you. Okay? You don't want this to happen.
No.
As you think about things in the holiday season, I want you to think about when you watch Scrooge. You know Scrooge has a ghost, the ghost that come to visit him. Well, he has a ghost of the present and he has a ghost of the past. And we're standing because we are the ghost of your future. Detroit is the ghost of the future of what they are trying to shove down your throats. Do not accept it. Do not accept it. Stand strong. Be the water warriors that you are, and we're standing in solidarity with you. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Just stay strong, because guess what? You're gonna frickin' win.
The movement is marked by joyous and defiant singing of revolutionary songs. It lacks one of the most distinctive marks of popular revolutionary movement. James Connolly.